Hello, this is Brittany, and this is a video on how to use things at your disposal, recycle, and save money. And it's good for the earth. It's good on your wallet or your pocket. Um, and I think it's also kind of creative. Even though it's not all pretty and fancy like the more expensive things that you could go buy. I think it still works and does its purpose, and you can decorate things to make them pretty. You don't have to go get some fancy bunch of stuff right away. Like me personally, I am gradually getting things and slowly getting more official tools and supplies, but I can't afford to just go all out and get all that stuff right away. And to me personally, I believe that people back in the day, our ancestors, the pagans back in the old times, I don't think that they invested a whole bunch of money into their supplies. To me, yes, they may have had a few unique items here and there that were all fancy and pretty, maybe, to use, but I think that the majority of the things they used were things that were handmade, or they were constructed of the things that were in their natural surrounding environment. I don't think that they, went and bought a bunch of official fancy things. And so to me, by using what I have around the house and at my disposal, or getting from simple places like the herbs and spices and stuff like that from my local market or my grocery store or whatever, to me, by doing that, I feel like I'm more in touch with my ancestors because I'm doing things the way that they did it and the way that I think is right. I don't think that the amount of money that you put into your supplies and materials and your tools and your altar is going to make it any better than it would be if you just made do with what you had. And to me, I think it also helps me get in touch with nature, because not only are the things that I'm using are, things that I'm recycling and making new purposes for, which is good for the environment, but I also go through nature and collect my own things. For example, twigs, little sticks. These help represent my element, earth. You can also get a longer one and make a staff, or you can make a wand. A wine bottle that I left all the stuff on because I thought it was all pretty and fancy looking. See, today you can have something nice. I collected storm water. So I have storm water in here. Storm rain. Went out, played in the rain, collected some rainwater while I was at it. So to me, that's more efficient. That's, I like to do things like that. When I refer to recycling things and reusing things, just some examples here. Aside from that wine bottle that I used to put storm water in, do you drink energy shots? I know I'm guilty of it, and I know people in my house like to drink them. Minus the kids. Good God. That would be horrible. Take the wrapper off of it, rinse it out and clean it good, let it dry out, and then ta-da! You have a container like this. You can fill it with oils that you make or buy. You can put herbs in it, put charmed or blessed water in it, and then, just anything that you want to put in it, really. And then you can use a Sharpie marker right here on this perfectly white, solid canvas that is amazing for writing something on, and label what is in it. You can even put little, chips of gemstones in here if you want. They don't have to be pretty little clear glass bottle things, even though that would be more pretty. Maybe you can't afford that right away, and this would be recycling and better for your environment and easier on your budget. Then you've got, for example, this. This used to be baby formula. Okay, and this is great because I can use this for a flower pot. I can use this for storing stuff that I want to keep. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I can even burn incense in this if I want to. I can use it to store things. The great thing about it is they come with scoops. All you gotta do is just clean the scoop, and then ta-da! You can use it for measuring stuff out. So, if you got a baby, these are great for saving. And again, you could label this if you wanted to. You know, so, yeah, and, if you've drank anything lately, these bottles are usually pretty nice, and they're pretty fancy, and I think they would be just fine once you've peeled all the stickers off and cleaned them out for storing whatever it is you want. I mean, and they're big, so you can put more than just a little bit of something in here. If you want to collect a whole ton of whatever it is you're going to put in here, you got the room to do it. And then, for example, boxes. I find little boxes like this to be not only extremely charming, but great when I am trying to do some kind of a little spell. For example, say it's somebody's birthday and you want to grant them a whole bunch of little things. You could get little different materials, be creative. A penny could represent the good fortune you want them to have. Just all kinds of different things. Different color ribbons, because colors can have meanings. Different herbs and spices that would be for good things, like protection or health or anything. You put them in the box with something that belongs to that person, whether it be a little tiny lock of their hair or a picture of them, just them, etc., so forth, or a piece of paper with their full name written on it. And then you take a ribbon and you repeat your intention and what you want to come out of it as you wrap the ribbon around it. You bind the ribbon so that it stays on here, and you put this in a safe place. You can either bury it under the ground or keep it in a safe place where you know it will never be touched and you know that you will always keep it, and therefore it is bound and your spell will happen for them. So yeah, recycling little boxes like these I find very helpful because I love to do little spells like that. So again, recycling things can be helpful for your spells too, not just carrying your supplies. Yeah, healthier for the environment, easier on your wallet, and helps you become more in touch with the way your ancestors would have done it. All the right reasons for you to not feel bad about not having the money to invest in your stuff, and all the more reason to feel good about using the things you have at your disposal. Have a great day, and I will make more videos.